Okay, welcome to the How-To Brewery. If we just head inside, and we'll knock the lights on. Okay, so this is the How-To Brewery. We've got our brewing stands over here. I've just started some portions off for us because it'll save a vital step in the middle. So if you're setting up a brewery, what you need is you'll need your brewing stands, for which you need a blaze rod, a source of water nearby, and probably a crafting table somewhere nearby and some ingredients. So if we have a look in here, got empty glass bottles and I've got some nether wart. I've got ingredients in this one, we'll go through them shortly, and just ingredients in this as well. And what we're going to do is I'll take you through this chart just as an introduction to the recipes, and then what we'll do is we'll have a look at the actual brewing interface using the brew stands. When you first start brewing, you'll notice you'll fill your bottles with water, you'll put them in the brew stand, and then it'll let you put basically anything in. You can put spider eye in, you can put glowstone dust, you can put redstone powder, and it'll all give you probably a mundane potion. Although you can do stuff with that, you can't really do a lot with it. The most common base potion is actually awkward potion. You can use awkward potion to get every potion you're going to need. So if you're going to make potions, which you probably should because there's some good effects, it's well worth getting a load of nether wart, which is what you're going to need to make awkward potion. You're going to have to go to the nether anyway for your blaze rods and a few of these other ingredients. But while you're there, see if you can find some nether wart, pull it all up, and also while you're there, pull up the soul sand that it's sitting on. Nether wart will only grow on soul sand. Bring it back with you. When you get to the overworld, just set up a little patch of soul sand somewhere, plant your nether wart. When it grows up, you harvest it, and you'll probably get about 3 nether wart for every 1 you planted. So you'll have a nice little self-sustaining nether wart farm grown, for no real effort. Awkward potion's what I've got going on over here at the minute, so I just put in me bottles of water at the bottom here, and then I put 1 nether wart in the top. So 1 reagent will do 3 bottles of potion. And as you can see there, I've got awkward potion in all of them, because that's what we're going to modify to get the rest of our potions. Awkward potion in all of them. So now, if we look at the potions, although it looks complicated at first glance, it's actually pretty easy to read. So there's a number of basic potions that you can get by adding these ingredients to awkward potion. And if you don't recognise the pictures, we're going to have a quick run through and just see what they are. So to get night vision, we're going to add a golden carrot. That's just a carrot with gold nuggets added. Poison is just a spider eye. Regeneration is a gas tier, which you are going to have to go to the nether for. Healing is a glistering melon slice, so that's a normal watermelon slice with gold nuggets. Strength is blaze powder, which is a nether. Weakness is fermented spider eye. Now we use fermented spider eye quite a lot, and that basically to get that you need a spider eye, a mushroom, and sugar, and you just bang them into the crafting table, and that's how you get your fermented spider eye. To get fire resistance, we're going to need a magma cream. Now I think you can make magma cream using a slime ball and blaze powder, but to be honest, that's a lot of hassle to go to get it. You might as well, while you're at the nether, just keep your eye out for magma cubes and whack them a few times, because they drop magma creams. And last of all, we've got sugar speed, so basically you're giving yourself a sugar rush. Now, as well as these basic potions, if you look on the bottom row here, there's some modified potions you can make. So you can change the night vision potion into an invisibility potion. And the way we're going to do that is add fermented spider eye. Fermented spider eye is actually the common thread for all of these modified potions. What it basically does is flip the potion, so it has a sort of almost opposite effect. So rather than seeing well for night vision, you make it so no one can see you. Invisibility potion. So there is a little bit of logic to it. If you add fermented spider eye to the poison potion, you get a potion of harming. So rather than poisoning yourself, you're harming someone else. I'm not sure. And this one's fairly obvious. If you add fermented spider eye to the speed potion, you get a slowness potion. Now you can add fermented spider eye to most of these and you'll get something opposite, like healing. You'll probably get a potion of weakness. Regeneration, you'll probably get a potion of weakness as well. Strength, similar. So fermented spider eye kind of flips it on its head, but those are the only three, really, that you get anything worthwhile out of it. So you can flip speed into slowness, you can flip poison into harming, and you can flip night vision into invisibility. So if we make a few of them, let's do night vision. So I'll grab some golden carrots out. And we'll make this first batch. You'll see we've got the awkward potion in there already. 3 of them. So we're just going to add 1 carrot. 1 golden carrot. And that'll start trickling away, all 3. So you can see the bubbles are going, that means it's brewing. And the arrow coming down is the time it's going to take. So when that gets to the bottom, those 3 potions are going to be brewed. And we should have 3 potions of night vision. So let's have a quick little look. And the reagents disappeared, the arrows run out, and sure enough, we've got 3 potions of night vision. Now I'm just going to move 2 of them down because I want them in a minute. So night vision, let's turn that top one into a potion of invisibility. So let's grab some fermented spider eye out. Again, we only really need 1 of them. And we are just going to add that to that potion. So it's bubbling away, that means something's happening. The arrow's going down, which means it's thinking about it. So while that's thinking about that, let's start something else off as well. Let's do a potion of healing, why not? So we want some glistering melon for that. So there's the glistering melon. So let's go and pop it into this one and see what we get. So we need 1 glistering melon, and that should start those 3 potions off into potions of healing. And by the time we've faffed about with that, this one should be ready. Yep, there it is. There's your potion of invisibility. So as you can see, this is the bit that we've done. So we made the awkward potion to start with. We added a golden carrot to get our night vision potions, and then we changed 1 of them into invisibility just by adding fermented spider eye. So that is the basics of brewing. I mean, that's the chart you're going to need, and that's how you do it. The key thing that we need to look at really is how to make your potions better or have different effects. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put invisibility back in, and also a night vision. And what have we got in this one? Healing, yeah, healing, good. Let's just make that other one into a poison while we're thinking about it. Spider eye. You'll notice I haven't got the recipes memorised, which is why I have the handy dandy reference chart on the wall. Because it's just as easy to run over and go, oh yeah, I remember. So that's just brewing poison at the end. So what we're going to do to modify them, there's 3 things you can do to change the effect of the basic potion that you make. So if you want a stronger potion, if you want it to have more of an effect, you can add glowstone dust. If you want a longer lasting potion, if you want it to last for much longer, I think it switches it from about 1.5 minutes to about 4 minutes. You can add redstone powder. And if you want to make it into a splash potion, so you throw it at someone and it has an effect, you add gunpowder. Simple, right? So let's go and grab 1 of each of these. So if we grab a glowstone, a redstone, and a gunpowder. Dum 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 dum. Right, let's have a little look. What have I got in my inventory now? So I've got a normal night vision, and this one should have night vision and invisibility. Yeah, night vision and invisibility. So we're going to make them longer effect. So we'll add some redstone, and you can see it's bubbling away, and the time's ticking down. This next one, what have we got? We've got healing. Let's make those stronger effect if we can. Ooh, no. Healing, instant health. It might. Let's take one out so we can compare it. It may or may not. We'll give it a go. And this last one is poison. Let's make that into a splash potion by adding gunpowder, because we all like throwing poison at people. So, this one's finished. So, our potion of night vision, you can see. Let's put them side by side so we can compare. So our original one, night vision, 300, 3 minutes, 1 little notch there. The next one, night vision, 8 minutes. And this one over here, potion of invisibility, 8 minutes. So you can see that had a pretty good effect, made it last longer. Let's have a look now. Yeah, so that's jumped up to Instant Health 2. Did I keep one out? Yes, I did. So the first one was just Instant Health. The second one is Instant Health 2, and you can see it's got 2 little bars at the bottom there. So one will heal some of your health, the second one will heal a bit more. And the final one, the Splash Potion, you can see the bottles change shape, and that's going to poison someone for 33 seconds now. Because you can throw it and it'll have an effect on someone else. I would go over to the village and test on the villagers, but that's not very nice, really. So, let's have a quick little recap then. Your brewery will need a brew stand, some water, and some ingredients. You will always start with awkward potions. You can make the others, but there's no real point. They'll just waste your time in the long run, and you can't get any different potions by using something other than awkward potion. That's just water and nether wart. And then these are the basic range of potions that you're going to make. So you've got night vision, poison, regeneration, healing, strength, weakness, fire resistance, and speed. That kind of makes sense. Night vision, carrots, poison's the spider eye, the regeneration and the Gastia, healing's the glycerin melon, strength's blaze powder, weakness is fermented spider eye, fire resistance is magma cream, and speed is sugar. And like we said, you can modify some of them by adding the fermented spider eye to get invisibility, harming, or slowness. One thing that is worth noting is that the potion of weakness, so awkward potion and fermented spider eye, that's the one you're going to need if you want to turn a zombie villager back into a normal villager. You're going to need a splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. And if you trap him, hit him with the splash potion and then feed him the golden apple, 5 or 6 minutes he'll turn back into a real life villager. And then over here are the modifiers. So to get a stronger potion, you need glowstone, longer potion is redstone, and a splash potion is gunpowder. And that, boys and girls, is basic brewing. That's it for this episode. That was Minecraft How To. I'm Claire for the Angels. If you liked this video, please like, share and comment. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr or Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!